Hi everyone, it's Nalanie and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a first impressions mini little review on these Wet n Wild Mega Last Incognito all day full coverage concealers. I've heard good things about this, but I haven't really seen many reviews online, and I just got my hands on a couple. These are $4, I believe. I got mine at Target, but you pretty much get it wherever they sell Wet n Wild products. I picked up two shades. The deeper one is Medium Honey, which is this one, and the lighter shade is a Light Honey. So I'm going to do a little swatches. These are supposed to be full coverage, so I want to see how well they go on. They're very, very creamy, and that color is really nice. I may not need to go in with a lighter shade, but we'll see. We'll see what everything blends out to and then kind of make decisions. And then this one is Light Honey. I've already added some foundation on my face and a little bit of cream contour. This is Light Honey, by the way. So the only thing I haven't done is added any powders or concealer underneath my eyes. Whenever I'm wearing concealer, I don't put foundation underneath my eyes. So let me just clean my hands off and then we can go straight in with this product. So we're gonna go in with Medium Honey, and let's smell this. I always like smelling products. It has a scent, but I don't know. It's not great and it's not bad. So, okay. I'm going to go in. As you can see, I do have pretty dark circles, so I want to see how well this covers without having to add tons of product. So I'm going to add this right here. I always add product right here because that's where I get really dark. I'm just going to add a little bit here. Normally I do a little bit of color correcting, but we're not going to do that today. I want to see how well this performs and works on its own. Okay. And I didn't dip in with tons of product. This is just one little swipe, and I'm going to add a little bit right here. Again, not going in with any additional product. You're actually getting tons of product with this, so that's really nice. And just a little here. So that should be enough. I'm gonna let this dry down just a little bit. That's how I normally like to do my concealers. And I'm gonna go in with my concealer brush. This is, well, I don't even know if this is concealer brush, but this is what I use to blend out and buff my concealers. It's my favorite brush ever. It's the Morphe E8. So I'm gonna try to fan this down just a little bit. Just speeding up the process, or trying to. Okay, so hopefully that was long enough. So I'm just going to start buffing in the product on this area, the nose and the forehead, and then I'm going to go in with the eyes just to give it a little extra time. So that's blending into my skin really nice. It's not cakey and it's not heavy. I feel like it blended in really nicely. I don't like tons of product on my face, so this is looking really, really good so far. So now let me just work on the nose. So my nose, I always tend to separate, and that is my struggle area. So I want to see what this does and what it's going to look like. Oh, and that, again, that blended right into my skin. Let's do the forehead. I think I picked a really, really good color. This looks like the perfect shade for an everyday look. I might be able to get away with using just a small amount of the lighter shade to brighten up underneath the eyes, because I feel like that just blended in really, really well. Okay, so now let's work on the under eyes. My main concern is the darkness. I typically color correct if the formula is not, if it's not full coverage, or if I need a little extra, which I don't mind, but sometimes that one extra step can be a little time consuming, and I only feel that way when I'm in a rush. I'm really, really liking this. Do you see how well that's brightening? And it's not overly creamy, but it's not overly creamy and it's not too thin. It's literally just the perfect consistency. And I always make sure I get inside here because that's where I get really dark too. I always try not to forget about that area. This looks really nice. I think I found my new everyday concealer. It's so pretty. Let me just get a really close up to see. I like it. I like it so much. It's blending into my skin really, really nicely. So let me just blend this out really quick. I'm just gonna speed this up so this is not super boring for you guys. Okay, I really, really like this. I'm gonna go in with the lighter shade and I'm just gonna add a very, very small amount. I wanna see how well this brightens. So I'm just gonna add a little bit here and right here. And again, I'm gonna let this dry down just a little bit, but I'm only gonna place it in this area. And give me a second, let it dry for a little bit. Okay, so let me just work this in. This was a really good match. When I came home, I wasn't sure if this shade was gonna be way too light, but I don't think so. I think this is perfect. I can't believe how good this concealer is. Oh my god. I can't believe how good this is. This is... wow. I am so picky when it comes to concealers. I feel like there are not tons of concealers that I really, really like. And I haven't even set this and I love it. It's so pretty. I don't feel it. I feel awake, I feel bright, and I feel like I didn't even use tons of product. So now I'm just gonna go and set my face. This is my little Harouche mixture, which is the Huda Beauty powder, the Ben Nye powder, and Laura Mercier. So just going to take a little bit, and I'm just going to set my face like I normally would. So going back in with my brush to make sure I'm not setting any creases. I like using a brush when first setting underneath the eyes, and then I go in with a powder puff. But this is just the way that works the best for me. And it sets so beautifully. You know, this is, now I know why it took me this long to being able to get my hands on it. Okay, setting this eye. And I'm just gonna set the rest of my face. I don't use tons of product because I'm not gonna be baking today. I just wanna see how well this holds up. I already love this so much. Okay, I am going to do the rest of my face and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna show you what everything looks like, but I love it. I love it. Okay, I will be right back. Okay, so my face is completely done. I did not bake my under eyes. I just put a little powder on and just, just I used the least amount of products. I really wanted to see what this was gonna do. And I love it. I loved it before I set it. I loved it even more when I did set it. It is so good. As you saw, I didn't use tons of product. Little went a really, really long way. It didn't look cakey on my skin. It wasn't a very heavy, full coverage concealer. It's very thin. It covered. It did what it needed to do. The product just melted and blended into my skin really, really well. I was impressed. I'm impressed. This is probably hands down one of my favorite, most affordable concealers ever. So the two shades that I picked up, Medium Honey, which is the one that I used first, and that just melted and was a perfect match. To brighten up the inner eye area, I use a Light Honey, and these two are, they're it. So if you are looking to trying a new concealer, this is it. I can't recommend this enough. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this quick little first impressions mini review on these Wet n Wild affordable Incognito concealers. Yeah, I hope this helped. So I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.